for the homies, I move with respect. I don't need nothing on me. The Father may wait for me, feel just like Bronny. I got my little belly, my blessings, they on me. They rain and they rain, yeah, you see how I'm coming. Come on. It sound like we drumming. I reach on my goals like my nephew be ducking. Back on the rim, riding on rims. Came in all black to that, I came back to back to my to that ripping off Cadillac. Feel like a Cadillac, nothing but class. It's never been average, never been on. Averix on me, I'm tougher than homie Javante. The fight is my mantra. I want it, I will. Get you a wheel, they carry it. We fighting a lead, my is all. I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my bag on God. Don't fear no opponent, you know I'm gon' hustle like rubber band on it. Counting my blessings, I'm laughing like Jonah. You don't wish me well, I guess you don't know me. Got all these like Malcolm and Sadie. That's word to my mama, tatted on my body. My left arm, they ain't left arm, they still doing harm. Bodies on bodies, cried over Malcolm, I cried over Dolphin. I'm crying for Nipsey, been feeling like Lauren. Carried the cross, got the sun in my eyes. Room for this, I ain't meant to be no bride. I'm married, but I know you still feel obliged. Bounce on these, I learned from Sanaa. Back in my bag and as big as a duffel with blessings on blessings. I came through the struggle, I'm back.
I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my bag on God. I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my bag on God.
Yeah. Rocky is nothing I real. Go back to back, baby. Can't no one here see us. Stomach it all time, look like a Leo. Went back and forth and back just like a cornerback. Yeah, yeah, you got veins. I respect whole veins. Tell them get low, man. Just flying high, I gave them low, man. Super the color the whip. Culinary on my wrist. Cooking you, I ain't forgot what you did. State of it all, eventually falls. Frequency, this is the ship, I'm home.
I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my bag on God. I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my bag on God. I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my bag on God. I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my bag on God.
The cannons of the pirate ship ready to fire in the north end zone. We can only be one place. Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa, the home of the Buccaneers.
All right, let's do this.
Here's Carlos Santos ready to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. Now it's Bucky Irving to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now a run with the rookie out of Oregon. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They send Godwin in motion. On 2nd down, Baker. This one on target to Godwin. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stomped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
What's that?
From the gun, it's Mayfield. They go right back to Godwin. He's got it again. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Baker gonna give it to Irving. He is met
Sit
and
your ass
dropped.
down.
Good defense. Loss of a couple on
Can't
that
bounce
play.
it outside.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
What
That
a
is
bomb.
caught. He got Godwin. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down. A give. This is Irving. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
When you go out and invest in a young guy like this to be part of your backfield's future, you got to find ways to get him involved early, and I think here's a case of doing just that.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Alert, alert, alert! Pistol, pistol, pistol. That's hot.
Right back to Irving. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. Second down.
Brings up second and 11.
Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield.
Ha.
Dive and a catch. Incredible.
I believe it. It's Edward. It's Evans.
Pick up of 14 on that one. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. What will the second quarter have in store? We'll have more from Tampa after this. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. They'll run with Irving. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal.
12 more yards.
Alert, 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 alert!
Buccaneers, first down.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
5-yard line.
Watch out!
Here's a run. Good blocking, and he's in. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Buccaneers. On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. He's got it. And the Buccaneers will take a 7-0 lead.
Oh, good mama.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Ready up!
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
19, pioneer! Come on, come on. Set! Street!
Allen in motion.
Top 19! Top 19! 60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Go!
Here's Williams to begin with a pass. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Bears, first down.
60 Maverick! 7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Check go!
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. He finds the veteran Keenan Allen. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
19 Tiger! 19 Tiger!
23 yards. First down, Chicago.
Warriors 70! Hut, hut!
Here's Williams on first and 10. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7 at the 28-yard line.
2 minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. Second and 7.
Let's go!
Moore going in motion. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
79 Broncos! 19 tight! 19 tight!
Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
They'll go play action here with Williams. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
The Bears will use one of their timeouts here as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5.
Buffalo 18. Mustang 19. Ready?
Throw it again. It's Williams. He'll try to run for it. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up first.
To the goal line and in. Heenan, Allen, touchdown Bears.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That's going to be caught in the end zone, and they take the lead by 1. Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. Room up the sideline at the 45. 16 yards on the game. And a quick
He didn't make
first
it out.
down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
That's deep for the back of the end zone. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen
Believe it or not, that
Johnson.
helps me because the stats
So we have
say I
reached
got an
halftime,
interception,
and the
so
visiting Bears are in
the game
front
helps
as we
things
toss it
go
an
my
hour or
way.
so east to
It doesn't know I got
Orlando,
the
and
interception
Jonathan
at the
Coachman
end of the
standing by
second
for
half.
the
It just
EA
knows I got
Sports
the interception.
halftime report. All yours, Coach. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. And this one... So the second half begins with a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. That's complete. It's Odunze. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. And some good running there. That's a 1st down up to the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 7.
Williams.
And the Bears first down.
Here's a screen taken in by Swift. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Williams. That's complete to Moore on the right side. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Williams. Looking middle and complete with Allen. They get 18 yards on 4th down and a fresh set of downs.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
He'll manage only a couple. The big defensive lineman, Vita Vea, on the stop. Second down and 8.
Hey, check that. Street. Set.
Moore going in motion.
Take off.
They'll go again with Swift. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
Hold it ready. 7 Pirates.
Off play action. Here's Williams. He finds his big tight end, Everett. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through
Who
3.
knows what that
Back
was?
with more after the
What
break.
kind of
You're tuned
throw
in
was
to the
that?
NFL on EA Sports. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. Here's Irving. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Set.
They send Godwin in motion.
What's up?
On 2nd down, Baker. This one on target to Godwin. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. First and 10.
Point it right.
Godwin. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Irving. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here.
That's another Buccaneers first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it here on first down. He's hit after the
Ha ha!
three.
That's what you get for them bitch-ass checkdowns. Check down,
Mike, we
check
hear
down.
that term, run after
Throw the
catch,
ball
so
10 yards or
often,
more,
and
pussy.
Sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch.
Yeah, I'm
but
leaving him
before
open.
It turns into a run. You have to secure
And
the
I'm putting
ball
the
as a
under
ball
so I can put
carrier,
big
right?
hits
It
on
needs
them
to be
like
put
that.
away,
Thank you
properly
very
held, points
much.
of pressure, front
Oh, that
tip
was
up
just
against your body.
that was holding RB.
All of that is kind of taken for granted.
For sure,
Catching
whatever,
it is
man.
just step one.
But you
You've
do
gotta
check down a
secure
lot,
the
so
ball before you become a runner.
He's open.
I know, but this shit's gonna happen when you check down a lot. You're gonna get a
They'll
big
come
hit
up first
eventually.
and 10 at the
Bro,
40.
just keep going 5 wide, nigga. 5 wide merchant. 5 wide merchant.
Better than the free throw merchant tonight.
5 wide merchant. Look.
From the shotgun,
Skirt!
it's
He
Williams.
gone.
He's gonna
He
keep it himself.
gone. You want the
And he's
ball?
gonna
I'm on
be
your
ran out of
sideline.
bounds, But not until he
Play ran out
gets
of bounds, pussy.
down to
On
the
your sideline though,
40-yard
Ted.
line.
Gloating.
An even 20
I'm a pussy or am I
yards.
smart?
Impressive
I'm gonna
start
run out.
to
I'm
this
gonna
drive.
run out of bounds with Caleb Williams,
Mike,
fancy
anytime
ass.
you're
Alright, don't
preparing
talk
to
shit
play
and
a
then run out of
quarterback
bounds.
like
That's all
this,
I'm saying.
the
Bro, he's
defense
Caleb
has to be
Williams. He ain't
prepared
Mike
to keep
Elstott.
him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly.
Where's your football
he is
IQ at,
such
bro?
a threat with his legs.
You gotta admit that football IQ is off the charts.
You're a 5 wide merchant. I ain't worried about you.
You gotta be worried.
Williams
Cause
gonna
look
look
at
to throw it on first down.
skirt.
Look,
Oh
check
no!
down.
Oh, thank God!
That's
Thank-
what happens when you do
Picked
check
up by
down. But
one
of
of his
course you get lucky.
teammates.
That's crazy.
Thank God I got lucky because all that shit talking I was
Hey, I'm
doing.
a check down
Bears first
merchant.
down.
That's all you do.
What do you mean?
I feel like we see this so
None of your
often, Mike,
receivers have
especially
one
with how
reception
good
over
these
10 yards.
receivers are after the
Well,
catch.
then we're
They're
a lot
so
alike,
eager
huh?
to pick up that extra
Yeah,
yardage.
so you
Sometimes they don't completely
Alright,
put the
so
ball
5
away.
wide and throw short.
With how
which
good
is
these
crazy.
defenders are at knocking it
Yeah,
loose.
I'm sorry.
Pretty
I
fortunate
guess
on that one. His
I didn't
teammate
realize
was there
that.
to prevent that from being a turnover.
Here's Williams.
Check down.
Look, another check down.
Pass
Oh my
taken in
God.
by Johnson. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8.
Here we go. Here we go.
They try to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And
Roshan
good hard
Johnson still
running
got a
will get him
burst.
down close
Last time
to
I
a
ran it
first
with him, he
down.
fumbled, so I
Might be a yard short.
haven't played with him in a long time. Ooh, I haven't called this play yet. It's the perfect timing.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man.
Just
Allen
the
with the
perfect
connection.
timing for that play.
And he's into the end zone. Keenan Allen. Touchdown, Chicago. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
So I ran that route you use
We all
with
make such a
Godwin
big
all the
deal,
time, where
Mike,
he
when
kind
we
of
see a
zigs and
quarterback go
zags
through his
in.
progression and
but I used
deliver
to
a
get
deep
zigzag.
downfield strike
Yeah.
for
I
a
was try-
touchdown.
You allow with that a little bit.
Sometimes
I know,
just
but that
take
one time I
what's easy,
dove
the
with
easy pitch
my
and catch,
guy,
get
almost
it
got it, and
underneath
I was like,
completion.
damn.
That's exactly what the
But you
quarterback
were
does
getting me
here.
for sure.
Takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the
Hopefully I
rest
can
with their feet after
Keep
the
him
catch.
to
And
7.
end
He don't
result
get
is
8
still a
points. Oh
touchdown.
no! It was doing the wiggle thing
Santos.
for no
good
reason.
on
So
the
you're
extra
smart. If you
point.
went for 2 and didn't get it,
The
I was gonna
Bears
go
are
for
gonna
2 and
open
just
up
take
the
the
lead
win.
to
I
8.
know, I know. I didn't want to.
If I even score.
Shit, you're doing decent.
Perfect. Good luck, brother.
Yeah,
So here's
GGs.
Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Now I know you can't really run. When I had to worry about the run a lot, you're dangerous. But I'm a pretty
Here's
good pass
first and
defender.
10.
Real. Watch out.
Out of the shotgun. Mayfield.
Oh shit.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This
Yeah, that's what
has
that
to be
guy's
a
saying.
pass.
I
So
don't know
what
if
do?
your announcer's
They
saying
bring
the
in
same
extra
shit.
defensive backs. They clog up
But
the
when I
back
can
end.
get somebody one
And at the end
dimensional.
of the day, there's just nowhere for the
Oh,
offense
he
to go
ran.
with the ball.
It's a gain of 12 there. It's
It's alright, I'll give up on one or two of those.
This is a clear example of a running back who really trusts his speed. He understands if he just holds his line towards the sideline, he's going to outrun most of the defenders on the field. That's exactly what he does. Picks up the first down before being forced out of bounds.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Now he'll run.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
From the gun, it's
Come
Mayfield.
on, Wall.
A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Buccaneers first down. Baker to throw.
Oh my God.
That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And the Bucs are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Mayfield.
Got him.
And
Yes.
that could be the dagger. It's
Stay in.
intercepted.
Good game, dog.
Picked
Yeah,
off
man.
by
GG's.
Kyler Gordon.
You almost had it.
All right, Mike. File this play away.
My guy
If
jumped
they're
at like
able to hold
crazy.
on and pull this
It was
game
like a
out, we're
crazy
gonna look back on this as the pivotal
CPU
moment of this
jump.
game.
Like I don't know how he
Oftentimes
jumped it like
takes
that.
one big moment to
But
sway
under.
the outcome of a game.
It wasn't a
and
bad throw
no
because you
bigger
had
play
Evans, and usually
than a
Evans can
pick
muscle that
deep
shit. But
inside your own red zone.
Just throw fucking goal line fade or something.
you should have ran it. I thought you were gonna run it. That would have surprised me. Yeah, I'm just gonna do a respectable kneel.
Let's go now.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Go.
Down to a knee goes Williams. And that should wrap this baby up. So this one, a win for the visiting Bears. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.
Since birth I've been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, hit every side, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been founded, yo. I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in a music. I want 'em higher than the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a million. Born in a million.
It's the only fan-owned franchise here in the NFL. And tens of thousands of those fans have their cheese heads on.
Backdoor,
and
my
have filled the stands of
man.
historic Lambeau
What?
Field here in Green Bay,
Packers?
Wisconsin.
Oh my God.
K-Dormigma 5830 says, suggest deep pass.
Deep pass suggested.
Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And away we go from Wisconsin. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Ready.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive.
Man,
They try
sit
to
your
power it
bitch ass
forward, but
down.
only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Spike 60. Ready.
Another
Going to
run.
run again with Jacobs.
Oh man.
And he'll get it up to the 44.
You're lucky you got that much.
12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Man, everybody's
He's
getting hit.
corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Clause 10.
Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials.
Damn.
Tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Fight, 90-43 rail. Set, cut.
They'll run here, following the penalty. He finds space for a few yards that time. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker. 3 yards the pickup. Now it's 3rd and 8.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Here we go, set.
Love from the gun. Completes this one to Kraft. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Striker, 3-3. Set.
Love throwing on 4th. And it falls incomplete. And that play doesn't
Weak
get
ass
it
shit.
done. We've got a turnover on down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
He can run it. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Throwing again on second, Williams. Komet brings it in. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Javon Bullard bringing that play to an end. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They've got third down well inside field goal range. Williams from the gun. Able to get it to Moore. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Here's a handoff up the gut. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. We're to the 2-minute warning from Lambeau. The Bears would take the lead with a score. Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Williams will look to throw. He's on the move. And he carries it in for the touchdown.
Damn, what a juke. I'm so happy he didn't throw it or anything. Sometimes he throws it.
Caleb Williams, the touchdown.
Close to the line like that.
Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Set, ready.
Takes the handoff, now Love. Escapes the pocket. Pass it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Hit made by TJ Edwards.
Set, go.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Buys time, rolling right. And he can escape no longer. They roam over and bring him down. The Packers take their first time out. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
I think I heard everybody in the stadium, yeah, Kate, including you, say throw it away. Get rid of the ball. Everybody heard it, except for the quarterback. And the sand in the hourglass, well, it ran out.
Set.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. On the move, headed right. He's got Watson. And they bring him down around the 34. The Bears decide to call their first time out. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Thrown on 1st down, Love. Able to get it to Reed. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Love out of the shotgun. Gets this one to Watson. will head out of bounds after a small gain. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's good for a Green Bay first down. Love to throw again. That's incomplete left side.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Here we go.
Shotgun now for Love. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
Incomplete. Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Ready.
Love looking to pass. And oh, he got it! Interception!
Oh,
David Johnson with the pick.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Williams throwing again here on second down. He throws a bullet deep, and oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers take possession down inside the 30 after the interception.
Okay, right.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Take over first and 10.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he'll be just inside the 10 before he goes out.
On the double.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Forced out to his right. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And he pays the price for the interception. Woo-hoo! Big hit brings it into that return. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were.
Perfect timing. I gotta grill some steakolas anyway.